Warm-up story. This is going to be our first activity for the course. I want you to get acquainted with the type of content that you probably are going to encounter in this course. So for this, I'm going to tell a short story, and I want you to identify some key concepts that will be available in this story. So the idea is, as I am narrating this story, I want you to keep in mind these 6 questions, number 1, number 2, number 3, and so on, as I'm telling the story. You want to be aware of this as I'm telling the story. And after this, I'm going to share the answers. You might as well want to pause this video anytime you want. Maybe you want to rewatch it before heading into the solutions of the questions. But anyways, I'm gonna give you a warning to show you where I'm gonna show the answers. All right, so this story happened to me. It was actually the first time that I was out of the country. This time I went to Italy. I didn't know much about the Italian culture or much about the Italian language except for the basics. I remember my biggest fear was when I wanted to take a taxi to my hotel. And so I had a script in a paper what I had to say, how much it will cost me, and some other key concepts that I needed to know in order to have a successful ride. Anyways, I arrived at the airport, at the Italian airport. I took the taxi. Everything seemed to be going well. However, I was a bit skeptical because um, the even though I didn't talk much Italian, the taxi driver wanted to talk a lot to me, and so I started checking my Google Maps, and I noticed that we were very far from the hotel point. So I asked him if if we were taking the correct route, and so at some point he got quite angry and told me that he wanted to skip a traffic jam that was common in certain area. But I was going to be charged an extra fee. So I asked how much will that extra fee cost? He told me 20 euros. So what would be the total? 40 euros will be the total. I got very angry too, and I told the driver, just leave me here, please. We had a discussion, and I was aware that the price was about 15 euros, and I was being charged 40 euros. So I thought it was really unfair. I decided to call the police, and so as I was calling the police, the taxi driver wanted to set um, something fair for him and also something fair for me. Anyways, he decided to charge me 30 euros, which it was for me it was a good solution. It was late, I was tired, I was on the flight for about 11 hours plus the hours you have to be at the airport. And so I decided to accept the 30 euro fee. I arrived at my destination. At the end, he was quite friendly, and I appreciated the fact that he um, took me to the destination. All right, so that was the story. Now, please consider rewatching the story if you want. Remember, there are 6 questions that I want you to know. And right after this, I'm going to take about 3 seconds. We're going to show uh, the answers. All right. All right. So here are the answers. Number 1, the narrator. Number 2, the contextualization. Number 3, everything that announced the problem. Number 4, the confrontation with the driver. Number 5, the resignation. Number 6, the conclusion of the story, the ending of the story. All right, so this was the exercise. I'm gonna see you in the next exercise. Have fun.